Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Better Call Saul. Last time on Better Call Saul, we had Amarillo, where Jimmy was doing some things that were a bit shifty in order to get clients for the Sandpiper case. And so he needed to switch tactics and decided that the best thing to do would be to make a commercial. And he made a commercial, and then he aired it on TV without approval from his boss and his partners. So he's in a bit of hot water for that. Meanwhile, Mike was at his daughter-in-law's place, and she was being very paranoid about gunshots, and it seemed that there wasn't really any gunshots being happening, but then there was also a bullet hole somewhere, so it was a very curious thing. So he decided that it was time for them to move. Then he got a call from his veterinarian saying that, hey, someone asked for you by name for a job, and it turned out to be Nacho, who has a problem that he can't deal with on his own, so he wants to hire Mike. And yeah, that was pretty much that. So, honestly, that's a pretty solid recap. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Better Call Saul to see what happens next. Here we go. Something happened, Mike? He looks tired. Ooh. Well, he got money. Ooh. What happened? Ooh, okay. That's pretty bad. That's the worst we've ever seen Mike. Jiminy. Boxing gloves. Oh, we're definitely getting it hours earlier.
My husband and I scrimped and saved for so many years. We did our best to build a nest egg so that we wouldn't be a burden to our family.
Okay, they're all watching. I'm terrified what's going to happen to Jimmy.
I admit I got a little ahead of myself, a little exuberant, and for that I apologize.
Our image, our reputation is something we've been carefully building for years. It's worth far more than any one case. Something like this could damage it. The vote is currently 2-1 to fire you for cause.
Damn.
However, I believe in second chances. But no, this is both strike one and strike two.
Meh.
Going forward, you can expect a great deal more scrutiny.
Okay.
It's a simple question, Kim. Did you or did you not know about this commercial?
Yes. He showed it to me.
He showed it to you?
Yes. A few days ago.
And you didn't say anything to anyone?
No.
I don't think you can put this on
think
her, but
I didn't realize... At the time, I didn't think it was necessary.
Well, you were wrong about that. We were caught flat-footed in front of our co-counsel. That'll be all. You can go.
Can we go back to Mike? Man, it all reflects back. Oh, thank God, Mike.
So what do you think?
Yeah, this is definitely earlier.
I figure from here, you see him packing up, drive over, pull up in the spot next to Tuco's, pop, headshot, roll out. Easy.
He wants him to kill Tuco?
Killing your partner. That's a bell you don't unring.
You know I got this?
Yeah, I got the scar.
Back in '96. Sickest thing I ever saw to this day, and this, a piece of dog's skull. Under the skin, a little piece of him. I tried digging it out, but it's in there pretty good. Anyway, not the kind of thing you go to the doctors for. The thing about it was, Tuco really liked dog. Kind of felt bad afterwards. But when he's using loco, crazy, there's no other way to put it. And
yeah,
he's
we've
using,
seen that.
Crystal.
Man with a scoped rifle could get a clean shot. Fire a single round, disappear before anybody knew what had happened.
Sniper.
No witnesses, clean egress.
You can make that shot?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna snipe him.
Are you looking for Miss Wexler?
Guess I'm too late, huh?
No, she's still here.
Where?
Where do you think? Should I take a guess? Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be outside where she's been smoking.
I'm talking to Howard.
What? Call him a pig fucker again? Yeah, that'll help.
Nah.
I screwed up. I know that. But this is total BS. I'm talking to him tonight.
Jimmy, no. You don't even make things worse.
I'll explain it to him.
No!
Oh.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. If you go to Howard, you and I, we're done.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
Man, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see any of this. God, Jimmy. Oh, he's going... Is he going to Chuck? No, he's really going through a spell.
Got the loophole Mark IV on it now, but I can always upgrade you to a Schmidt and Bender.
Is this the guy from Breaking Bad?
Simple, effective.
Where Walt got his gun?
Biggest difference is the stock. It's fiberglass instead of wood. They changed it over in 1970 or so.
Good. Wood. Work like hell. You get it wet, you put it in the sun, gone. Somebody probably should have figured that out before they sent it into a damn jungle.
Yeah, probably.
Ah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't need anything at this time. For your trouble?
Oh, it's no trouble. I make my living on repeat business. When you need what I'm offering, you know how to find me.
Good man.
But management of personnel, those decisions are all Howard's.
That is rich. Tell me, when Howard was making his management decisions, was he sitting on your knee with your arm up his ass? Hey, can he talk while you drink a glass of water?
That's uncalled for. And if Howard were my puppet, he certainly wouldn't have recommended you to Davis in Maine.
Oh, damn.
Actually,
as far as she was concerned, Cliff Maine was already looped in.
you
It's
told
just
her
Maine.
He was?
she didn't say anything to us about that.
Well, she wouldn't. She wouldn't want to make me look bad.
You have to admit this shows a lack of judgment on her part. She knows you. She should have known better.
You are such an asshole.
Why? For pointing out that her one mistake was believing in you?
Christ's
Damn.
sake, can we get some perspective here?
See, that's your problem, Jimmy. Thinking the ends justify the means. And you're forever shocked when it all blows up in your face.
What did I do that was so wrong?
You broke the rules. You made Cliff and his partners look like schmucks. Shall I go on? How he hasn't fired you for this positively mystifies me. Perspective. You want perspective? I'll give you mine.
He's not wrong.
You're my brother. And I love you. But you're like an alcoholic who refuses to admit he's got a problem. Now someone's giving you the keys to the school bus, and I'm not going to let you drive it off a cliff.
Can we just get down to brass tacks here? What can I do to put Kim back where she belongs, huh?
Life is not one big game of let's make a deal.
Yes, it is. I'm Monty Hall. What's behind door number 2? What'll it take, huh? You want me to quit being a lawyer? That's why you put the screws to Kim in the first place, to squeeze me.
I didn't say that, and I would never say that.
Why not?
Because if I were impeding the career of one of my employees for the purpose of compelling you to do something against your will, that would be extortion.
Yeah, it would. So, you gonna extort me, Chuck?
Are you gonna break the rules?
I'm not saying Jimmy.
Come on, Chuck, extort me. Say quit, and I will quit. But I need to hear it
Ooh.
from your mouth.
He wants him
me
to
to
break
commit
the
a felony?
rules.
Because that's what you do, right? Because you want to believe that deep down I'm some hypocrite.
Let's find out. Come on down, Chuck. Roll around in the dirt with me. All your dreams will come true.
He's trying to
Go on,
drag him
do
down.
it. Go
He's
on.
tempting him.
I am not the bad guy here. You want to quit Davis in Maine? Be my guest. You clearly don't need any help from me to tank your career. You're doing just fine on your own.
Ah. Ugh. Damn, man. I hate because technically they are both right.
I told you
No,
that
it's
I'm
a
not...
bad move because it doesn't solve your real problem.
My real problem, what's that?
It's not Tuco. It's keeping a secret. A dead Tuco draws Salamancas like flies.
Meh.
Cartel noses into the business.
Boy, ain't that the
Look for
truth.
Who hit one of theirs?
Man, I drop a dime on Tuco. Who do you think the cartel looks at? Me. And if I call the cops, I get picked up too. I'm what you call a known associate. So I'm locked up with Tuco, who's looking for the guy that put him there.
There's no killing but your Tuco problem. It goes away.
Interesting. Well, you've got me curious. Oh, there he is. Get them the right way. I love Tuco's shirts.
Till next time, huh?
There goes that lie detector.
Okay. Okay. I'll see you next week, Tuco. Nacho.
Yeah, see you, Domingo.
Oh. Nobody stares quite like that man. Please tell me he's not going to Jimmy.
Yes, I would like to report a fight going on at the El Machicana restaurant.
Or wait, is he gonna... Oh, is that it? Is he gonna go fight Tuco? That seems pretty risky. Oh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Made 2 fucks in one episode. That's crazy.
Just hit my car.
Is he gonna fight Tuco?
You're talking to me.
Check out Mr. Magoo here. Yes, sir. You see that car that you parked your piece of shit next to? That's mine. You just ran into it.
No, I don't think I did.
Are you calling me a liar?
I'm calling you a truther.
Look! You see that? You did that.
Oh, come on. That'll buff right out.
Is he gonna fight him?
I just cashed my Social Security check. It's all I have till the end of the month, and I am not giving it to you.
You're not?
I offered to do this the right way. If you can't accept that, then I can't help you.
Oh, come on, guys.
Good catch.
Make this. I'm not giving you a damn thing.
Now, give me your wallet.
Let's just stay calm here.
You see me sweating, bitch? Wallet.
He laid his hands on him. Not just gonna get the fuck out of there.
What the hell? Let go. Let go.
Ah! Oh! He has to fight Tuco.
Let go.
Ah!
Let go.
Oh! It's not really a fight. He's not being allowed a fight.
Hands up. Now.
Ugh.
On the ground.
That all you got?
Oh!
Get on the ground.
Oh! One last hit before he gets arrested. Yeesh.
Wow.
He took a punch. For you.
Are you gonna have to testify?
The cops witnessed him in the commission of a felony.
Yeah.
My wallet in his pocket. Add the gun, he gets a 5 to 10 stretch.
Five puts it right in Breaking Bad.
Just saying you went a long way to not pull that trigger. Why?
I mean, I get it. Not pulling that trigger. I mean, just with everything about the Salamancas. And that's it. Alright, that was rough. Oh, that was rough. From Jimmy's fall from grace, if he ever had it to begin with, to Mike taking a big risk. Taking a big risk with Nacho. It's a shame he couldn't actually fight. You know? He had to take that beating to make it look good for the police, you know? He just had to take those punches. I do wonder what an actual fight would have been like, you know? You know, between Nacho and Tuco and everything with the cartel and the Salamancas, you understand why Mike would work for someone like Gustavo Fring, you know? Sorry, like, out of the corner of my eye, it's snowing outside right now, so I just sort of caught that out of the corner of my eye. But you understand why Mike would work for someone like Gus. Honestly, for the same reason that Walt wanted to work for Gus. His professionalism, you know? I mean, that's basically it, you know? Because after Tuco, when they were looking for someone to push the product, push the meth, it was difficult. And Saul knew someone, you know, who's reliable, who's been doing this for years, who, you know, is a businessman, it's not that he's a drug dealer, but a businessman, you know, with an actual business, not Tuco. And so you can definitely see that again now with Mike. Mike is looking at... You understand how Mike would eventually end up with Gus Fring, you know? And it's interesting, the whole thing of, you know, you went through a lot to not pull a trigger, you know? But Mike was exactly right. If you kill Tuco Salamanca, you then deal with the Salamancas, you know? And that's exactly true, because again, what did we see in Breaking Bad? You kill Tuco, as, you know, Hank killed Tuco after, you know, Walt and Jesse tried to escape. And eventually that brought the wrath. Of the cousins, you know? The cousins, which led to the cartel, which eventually led to Don Eladio, you know? It just, everything about that. It was just too much. I mean, it was almost too much for Gus Fring, you know, to deal with all of them. He really was playing like 8 different games of chess to deal with the cartel, you know? So, you know, just one thing leads to another, and that is not something that Nacho would have been able to deal with on his own, you know? Gus could barely do it, and he had all of his resources, you know? So, you definitely understand the whole thing of not pulling the trigger, you know? But Mike did have to take a beating for that, to get Tuco arrested. And it's interesting, they say he could be out about 5-10 years. Well, 5 years. Between 5 and 10 years, that puts us at around Breaking Bad, So, that was interesting. That was very, very interesting. And I will say, it is great to see Tuco again, I imagine that we're not going to have Tuco anymore now, after this episode. I don't imagine, if he's going to be in prison, I don't imagine he's going to be in this show anymore. Which is kind of a shame, but from what I heard, I think I heard that the actor that plays Tuco, he specifically wanted to be written off of Breaking Bad. I suppose, don't quote me on this, I don't know if this is actual, but from what I heard is that he wanted to be written off of Breaking Bad. So I don't imagine that he would want, I'm sure a couple cameos are fine on Better Call Saul, but I don't imagine he wanted to be a main character. So yeah. So that's fine. And I do like that. I'll be very curious, with how we keep going forward with Nacho, Like, I would almost imagine that maybe Mike is going to keep dealing with Nacho. Hell, maybe even Saul starts dealing with Nacho again, And the three of them sort of keep going, with criminal endeavors, I suppose. And speaking of Jimmy, let's talk about how Jimmy just completely blew it. Here's the thing. I understand. You understand where Jimmy's coming from, and to an extent, you want to root for him in this. But at the same time, yes, it's not about the commercial. It's not about the money. It's not about anything of that. It's about the fact that he went behind their backs to do this. And that is just not good. He broke the rules, as Chuck pointed out. He broke the rules. And in the past, he's been able to break the rules in doing some things. And he was able to get away with it without repercussion. But here, now granted, yes, he is being given a second chance. He is being given a second chance by Clifford Maine, which is incredible. That honestly is that's very incredible that he is willing to give Jimmy a second chance, A last chance, but a second chance nonetheless. But the punishment really comes into play with Kim. That Kim is now in trouble with this. Kim has been moved back to the cornfield. And I will say, I do believe, Chuck, that I don't think Chuck had anything to do with Kim. I actually do believe that he didn't do anything. That's all on Howard. Howard's response, basically, to what happened. But that is definitely Jimmy's punishment, is what's happening with Kim. And to be frank, there is nothing that... Excuse me. There is nothing that Jimmy can really do in order to fix this. Like, this is going to have some serious repercussions for a while. Like, this is sort of, Jimmy's fall from grace, I suppose. Fall from grace with Kim and Howard and Cliff Maine. It's all that. He broke the rules, and this is the punishment. Not him. He technically is not being punished. He's given a second chance. But Kim is being punished because of this. And it's really interesting. I really like his talk with Chuck because, I mean, first off, it's the first talk they've had since episode 9, since Pimento, you know? And that was not a great talk, you know? But I like, because you do understand both sides of it. Because you understand Jimmy, he's looking more at it from a practicality standpoint, from more of a, you know, logistical, logical point of view. You know, we only aired it once. We did get a lot of new clients. It worked. He's looking at all of this factually. Like, he's looking at it logically. Whereas they're not looking at what he did, but it's not what he did. It's not about the commercial, but going behind their backs. They're looking at it as you broke the rules. Not that you made a commercial, that broke the rules, but you went behind their back. And you understand it. You understand it. You know? You understand both sides of it. And it's very interesting, you know, when Chuck says that, you know, you always think that the ends justify the means, you know? Which, I mean, we do sort of, like, I mean, this is also something that, you know, we kind of talk about on Ashes to Ashes with DCI Gene Hunt, you know? Like, the police work that he does and stuff, not to go off on another show, but, you know, the way he does his police work, while he does get results, the methods are probably not the thing you need to be doing as a cop. And it's the same thing here. Did Jimmy get a result? Yes. But, like, every math question you ever got in school, show your work. And that's not the work that you need to be doing, you know? And that's definitely it. Show your work. You know, you can say 2 + 2 = 4. Good job. You got the answer of 4. How did you get to that answer? And if you say, well, you take 2, and then you take another 2, and you count that up, and that becomes 4. Correct. But Jimmy's looking at this and saying, well, you've got 2 and 2, and clearly this one and this one are having an affair, and so this one and this one do their own thing, and that is, you know, they become this and this becomes that, and then they all realize that they just want to be one happy orgy of 4. That's how I got to 4. And they're looking at this like, Jimmy, good God, that is not what we had in mind. We wanted you to count. You made an orgy. This metaphor is falling apart. Stay with me, folks. But that's it. It's not, yes, you got to 4. Congratulations, you got to 4, but that ain't how you're supposed to do that. Same with, you can argue, which I didn't even realize this until just this moment, ties into Nacho's story. Dear God, how did I just realize this? What am I, an idiot? This ties into Nacho's story of, you know, how you arrive at a different result. The result we needed for Nacho was Tuco going away. Nacho was like, well, you have to kill him. But Mike was looking at it as like, well, if you do that, there's going to be repercussions if you do that. Yes, you'll get the result you want, but there will be massive repercussions. So we need to do this the proper way. Even though, yes, it results in, you know, Mike pretty much, you know, losing half of his face. But that's the thing, is that, yes, Nacho's method will get you to that answer. But Mike's will get you to that answer without the repercussions. Jimmy's method did get them results. But if he had waited, even if he had made the commercial, if he just didn't air it, that's the thing, is that if he didn't air it, if he had made the commercial anyway, he probably could have gotten away with this if he made the commercial anyway, but before it ever aired on television, he showed it like, hey, this is what I came up with. let me know your thoughts. I haven't aired this on TV. Just let me know your thoughts. I'm sure they would be way more open to it. Maybe they would give some critiques or anything, but it's not about the commercial. It's about what he actually did with it. So that's the two results, and my God, how did I just realize the parallels between Jimmy and Nacho's stories in this episode? Like, doy, you know? That's exactly it. It's 4:20 right now. I hope you're happy. But that is exactly it, is that you need to... It's not about arriving at that result. It's about how you get there. There are many ways to arrive there, but you need to find the right one. Nacho trusted in Mike and got the right method of getting to his result. Jimmy did not. And that has brought him the repercussions. And the repercussions are Kim. Kim being punished for this. And he can't fully see that. He can't fully see that. He's still looking at, hey, how can I make this right? And sometimes you just can't. You can't make it right. He's looking at it like, well, how do I make this right? How do I help Kim? Let me make a deal, you know? But I also like he's going off on, basically trying to make Chuck a hypocrite, trying to make it, to where he extorts Jimmy. It's like, here, let's make a deal. Tell me that you will get Kim back to her office, fix everything with Kim, and I will stop, I will quit the law altogether, No more Jimmy McGill Esquire, which, of course, there could be another name in there, but I doubt that's going to happen soon. And yeah, Chuck is looking at this like, no, I can't stoop to your level, because we just went over everything about being good and doing the right thing and stuff. And he's looking at, even if Chuck doesn't like Jimmy or doesn't want him to be a lawyer or anything, but he's looking at it like, I will not stoop to your level, even though it's tempting. He is so tempted. You can see he's tempted to do that, but the law is sacred to him. He won't do it, And that's the thing, is, if anything, this whole show basically has to be the fall of James McGill, which will eventually lead to the rise of Saul Goodman, So it's one of those things. It's like you root for Jimmy, you want him to be successful, you want him to be just the best dang lawyer and help out all those old people, but you know that it cannot happen. You know that it cannot happen because Saul Goodman exists. There's no alternate timeline. We have to get to Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman, who never, in all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad, ever brings up Chuck, Kim Wexler, or Howard Hamlin. None of them are ever mentioned in Breaking Bad, and there has to be a reason. Something has to happen where the 3 of them are cut out of Saul Goodman's life completely. And for that, you need a fall. The fall of Jimmy McGill, and this is step number 1, I think. Many different ways. Many doors, yes. Many doors, Ed boys. Many doors. And Jimmy went into a wrong one, where Nacho went into a right one. Although, Nacho was sort of dragged into the right door, while Jimmy went in by himself. So, the lesson is, if you're going to do something, get Mike Ehrmantraut to help. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Better Call Saul reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Breaking Bad reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.